Welcome to Geek Fandom Media. I'm your host, Chris, and you guys, I cannot wait to jump into some of these engaging topics for today's video. I am excited. Now, you guys, I haven't been putting too much content out on the channel. That's because I've been going to the gym. I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. I've been trying to take my physical health so serious. I've been going 4 days a week. It's been my main focus for the last couple of weeks, and I don't know if it's really going to take me away from the channel, but, I'm 33. I turned 34 this year, and there are some things I have to start changing. My diet, my exercise routine, I have to start prioritizing certain things, as we all do as we get older, right? I just want to give you guys a heads up. So if I don't post like every single day or every other day, just know that it's for a good cause. I'm still around. I'm just trying to focus on my physical health. I'm trying to get down to like 215, 220. I think right now I'm like around 260. So I have a goal in mind, and I'm really hoping to get there at least by the end of the summer. I'm trying to stay consistent as best as I can. Not even just with the working out. I'm trying to stay consistent, with the eating, because the eating is that's the biggest thing when you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to work out. You can work out as hard as you want, but if you're not eating good and if you're not in a caloric deficit, that means you're not eating as much. Your calorie intake for the day is much smaller than what it normally is. That's the key to losing weight. So that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to really restrict what my calorie intake for the day is. It's nothing but water. Yes, I have a zero sugar energy drink to get me through the day, or if I need to go to the gym, and I keep my protein high. Low carb, high protein diet, you guys. And, I've been seeing the results these last 2 weeks, and I feel great mentally, because I feel like if we start, taking care of ourselves physically, you feel good mentally. And trust me, I've gone through this yo-yo diet, my entire life, and I got to get back on track. Like I said, I turned 34 this year, you guys. I'm an old man. It feels like at 34. Oh my God, that is crazy. But I just want to give you guys a little heads up, about my personal life and what I'm obtaining right now. Now, let's jump into some of these topics in today's video, shall we? We got some Daredevil Born Again Season 2 set photos of Matt Murdock, aka the Man Without Fear, Daredevil, donning a new suit. And boy, I can't wait to see clear images, because it's a black suit. Now, Daredevil's had some wonderful suits in his entire run since, the first season on Netflix. I'll say the one that I absolutely despised was the She-Hulk one. It didn't look good to me. Something about it looked a little bit too cartoonish. Now, I get it. It's comic book accurate, but I just love his original suit. And the fact that they're going with the black suit is so exciting for me. We're about to experience a real different, Matt Murdock. His best friend's death, Foggy, has really affected him. I guess when, you go through your emo phase or something happens to you, everybody gets a black suit. Spider-Man's got a black suit. Cap goes nomad mode, It just happens, I guess. But I'm excited. I cannot wait to see more set photos potentially leak online. But I'm hyped, man. I can't wait to finish out this, this season of Daredevil Born Again. There's only a couple more episodes left. I am so pumped to see this next episode on Tuesday night. Damn, you guys. I love this series so much. And you have to remember in the trailer, they kind of showed all the Daredevil helmets, and, he had his tailor make all of those. So he has quite a few to choose from, and I can't wait to see him don it and put it on. And it makes me, somebody did post this on social media. I think it was on X, the whole nanotechnology. It really does take away a lot. It's fake, it's visual effects heavy, and there's no weight, there's no gravitas to it. It's something about, it's so different when you see him put on the helmet, when you put on the mask. It's so different, and I hope Marvel really gets away from that nanotech shit. It was cool at first, but now it's just overused and overutilized, and I'm just over it. I'm done with the nanotechnology. But let me know what you guys think about these brand new set photos for Daredevil Born Again Season 2 and a glimpse at his new black suit. Moving on to the next topic, you guys, Smallville. How exciting. So, work on the animated Smallville sequel series has been stalled due to the regime changes at WB and DC Studios. Mainly because they are rebooting Superman and this entire world. I know Michael Rosenbaum and Tom Welling, they talked about doing a prequel animated series, and they talked about it with James Gunn, or even before James Gunn. But James Gunn is very keen on doing what he wants. And to bring back something like Smallville just wouldn't make any kind of sense. Now, I am a Smallville guy. I love Smallville. Smallville, to me, is one of the greatest shows of all time, if not the greatest show, in my opinion, because I grew up with it. I remember watching it, weekly. I was so excited. But do we need a prequel animated series? That makes no sense to me. Smallville was already a prequel to Superman. What more can you showcase that hasn't been done in Smallville? Unless, it just doesn't make sense. Like a prequel animated series of Smallville. Somebody please explain that to me. What does that mean? A prequel animated series to Smallville. It dealt with him throughout his entire duration in high school. Maybe going a little bit younger is a possibility. But I don't think anybody would be I wouldn't be interested in that. I'm being honest with you. And I love Smallville. I love the entire cast and crew. Michael Rosenbaum, Tom Welling, the Talkville podcast is real fascinating stuff to really hear, the inside tidbits about certain episodes and, how they're on set. It's so fascinating to me. I am just not the biggest fan of an animated prequel series. I would be more along the lines of doing a sequel to Smallville that's animated, where we finally get to see my boy Tom Welling don the suit. Because, we were all robbed at the end. And Tom always talked about, not putting on the suit. He didn't want to put on the suit. He didn't want to put on the suit. And, the series finale, it ends with him on the rooftop running, and he opens up, and it's, the S on the chest. But we never got to see the full reveal of Tom Welling. And it's so unfortunate. Because, like I said, diehard Smallville fan, especially seasons 1 through 4. Something about those high school days, you guys, it's just so reminiscent. It's just so good. So good, so good. So let me know what you guys think about the prequel animated series for Smallville kind of being dead because of what James Gunn is rebooting over there at DC Studios. Moving on to the next topic, you guys. Charlize Theron is set to return as Clea in Avengers Doomsday. Yay. I mean, look, that little post-credit scene of Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness was cool. She's the daughter of Dormammu. She comes up to him, Doctor Strange, I need your help. We gotta figure out these incursions. That's pretty much it. It's still an open-ended book. We don't know what's happening. Doctor Strange 3, we don't even know if that's in the works. I mean, if you're going to do a Doctor Strange 3, why wouldn't it take place before Secret Wars? Right? I mean, at least to tie up the ending. But if she's going to appear in Doomsday, that means the incursion situation, which literally is going to be about Doomsday and Secret Wars, that will be resolved. The book will close on that. So we'll see what happens, you guys. Am I excited to see Clea return? Sure. It was a small little tease. I'm glad she was in full costume and not just a CGI thing like they do most of their shit. I just want to see more Doctor Strange. And, Doctor Strange has grown to be one of my favorite MCU characters. I enjoyed Multiverse of Madness. Wasn't as good as the first Doctor Strange, I'll admit, but it was still entertaining. I think they completely failed on the multiverse concept. That's why they went with brand new writers going into Secret Wars and Doomsday. But there is a glimmer of hope for Stephen Strange, and I would love to see a more scaled down Doctor Strange 3 like we got for Doctor Strange 1. Scott Dickerson, wonderful job, you guys. Wonderful, wonderful. So, moving on to the next topic, you guys. Russo Brothers confirmed that it was Kevin Feige's idea to bring Robert Downey Jr. back as Dr. Doom. One of the most, heavy-handed decisions in the MCU, as I'll say. There's a lot of speculation, right, of why he's doing it. It's a desperation pull. It's a desperation call. We need your help. The MCU is drastically failing. It's hurting. We need some kind of nostalgia back. It's a possibility. But you still have many amongst fans who are excited to see RDJ return to the MCU, especially as Victor Von Doom. It's going to be interesting. I just hope they do it justice. No doubt in my mind, after winning an Oscar, Downey understands the excitement, and he knows just how important these next 2 Avengers films will be for the MCU's future. He wouldn't sign on for any old bullshit. Unless it was like $20 million, which I'm pretty sure he's getting paid for. But I have faith in Downey. I have faith in the Russos. They haven't let me down in the MCU yet. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a first glimpse in Fantastic Four in July, you guys, because everybody wants to see what he's going to look like, his demeanor, his presence, how powerful, how evil this man will be. We need to see that. We haven't seen anything. At least we got a little bit of Kang, but Kang got his ass whipped by a whole bunch of ants. So that literally destroyed his character for us. We'll see what happens, you guys. Moving on to the final topics of today's video. This is interesting. So Marvel is reportedly casting 2 new roles for Spider-Man 4. Male, early 20s, described as a resourceful young man. And also a male, 30s to 50s. Any ethnicity, described as a no-nonsense authority figure who sees the world in black and white, loyal, determined, and willing to cross the line to maintain order. Back to formula. Come on, baby. That's Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn. I mean, come on. Those descriptions literally read it. That's Harry and Norman Osborn. Let's go if it's true. I need me some Norman Osborn. But who? Coleman Domingo's doing a wonderful job in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man in the animated series. Just want to put that out there. Put it out there. But you're going to be race swapping and, people don't like that. And I get it. I understand. I also think Anthony Starr from The Boys, Homelander, would be a wonderful Norman Osborn. I just want to see Oscorp Industries. I want to see some cool shit. And I want to see the Green Goblin potentially in the MCU that's not Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe, goated. Goated performance in Spider-Man 1. Goated performance in No Way Home. When he was beating Peter's ass all throughout that apartment complex, destroying all of those people's homes. Look, doesn't he know that it's so hard right now to pay rent? And the motherfuckers just go, throw Spider-Man right through my apartment door, destroying all of my Funko Pops. Absolutely amazing. But that's a big, big role if Norman Osborn is coming to the MCU. Think about it. The shoes you gotta fill. Willem Dafoe, still everybody's GOAT. One of the greatest live-action superhero villains of all time. Up there with Heath Ledger's Joker. Yes, you guys. So it's going to be interesting to see who they cast for potentially Harry Osborn and Norman Osborn. And to close it out, you guys, more casting for Spider-Man 4. So they're looking to cast a 30 to 50-year-old woman to play the villain in Spider-Man 4. 30 to 50? Are we talking Madam Web? Look, you got Jamie Lee Curtis on the other line. Jamie Lee Curtis should have been Madam Web from day one. Sony should have never made that movie. Madam Web should have made an appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home. We're still in the multiverse. It could have worked out. Jamie Lee Curtis as Madam Web. Can you imagine? Perfect. I'm speaking it into existence. Let's hope my words can go as far as they need to go. But interesting that they're casting a villain for the role. Madam Web wouldn't be a villain for Spider-Man 4, or she wouldn't be a villain at all. But a woman villain for Spider-Man 4. 30s to 50s. I don't know. I have no idea who the hell that character could be. All I know is I trust Dustin Daniel Cretton. I trust Tom Holland. And I trust in the process for Spider-Man 4. He's cooking up something great for Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 4 is going to have the best fighting action sequences in any Spider-Man. I'm calling it now. You heard it on Geek Fandom Media. It's going to blow everybody away. Though Spider-Man 2 has some great action sequences. Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. It's going to be hard to top. But Destin is working hard at Spider-Man 4, and I can't wait. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about today's topics. Honest thoughts and opinions. If they're going to be casting Norman and Harry Osborn, who would you guys choose? And as far as this Spider-Man 4 villain, let me know in the comments down below. I'm having, foggy brain right now. I can't think of any, older villain of a woman to go up against Spider-Man. That should be interesting. But post your comments down below. And of course, thank you guys for taking time out of your day for watching Geek Fandom Media. Peace.